Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. We are going to talk about Paint Fandecks. What are they? How do I use one? And where do I get one? So here we go. A paint fan deck. A lot of people, they'll just go, say, into a Home Depot or a Dunn Edwards or a Sherwin-Williams or something like that, and you see the big giant wall with all the little tiny cards, right? And you pick a bunch and try to decide which color you're gonna buy, and then you take that to the desk and you buy your paint. I'm going to show you a tool that is going to help you so much. And this is the Paint Fandecks. Now, I'm sure you've seen these before, but it's not something maybe that you have used before. And I'm telling you that this is not just for designers and contractors, but this is something available to you as well. So first, what a Fandeck does is this represents this brand's colors, right? Now, I'm going to show you Dunn Edwards. Every Fandeck is going to give you first an index of all of their colors and what the number is and where you can find it. Okay, so let's say that you saw drifting on the internet or something, then you can go in here, but you don't want to scroll through all these bazillions of colors. You can then go to this index and you can go to D and look up drifting and see what number it is, and then just head straight to that color in the Fandeck. The other thing that a Fandeck is going to show you is the different sheens. Now, I'm not going to spend a ton of time looking for that card. It's in here somewhere. Here it is, right in the front. Okay, so when I talk about the sheens, we're talking about the finish and how shiny it is. It's going to show you flat and velvet and eggshell and low sheen. Now, this is something that's really important to know, that not every brand has the same sheen names. Okay, so let's say you like a Dunn Edwards color, but there's only a Benjamin Moore nearby, or you want to get that Dunn Edwards color matched in a computer at a Home Depot. Well, you don't want to look at this Fandeck and think that, hey, I want the velvet, and go to Home Depot and say, I want your velvet paint in Behr. Well, Behr's velvet may be a totally different sheen than Dunn Edwards. So that's very important to know, that you are going to make sure you look at the sheen card for whatever brand of paint you are purchasing. Okay? So next is all the pretty colors. Usually at the front of the Fandeck is where they're going to have all the different variations of white. And who knew that there was so many colors of white, right? But there is. And all of them, you can see, some of them will go into baby blues and pinks and purples and yellows and things like that. Okay, then it'll start to get into the colors. Now, something I want you to notice about the Fandeck is that, do you see how there's all these different colors of pink, right? But what you can see happening is that every different grouping of pinks has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, varying from very light to dark. So now what you're going to notice is that, oh, okay, so this is a really blue-based pink. Then it starts getting into a little bit more red, and this one has a little bit more gray in it, which may be a little bit better because it might be more neutral and not so stark on the wall. Over here, we start finding pinks that have more orange in them. See? And then it starts to vary over into salmons and almost like a flamingo red down here. I mean, flamingo color. And then here's a really nice mauve. So the whole point that I'm trying to make right now is that as you are going through, if you're trying to pick a color, and the reason why a Fandeck is so helpful in this case, or The reason why a fan deck is so helpful is because you get to see all of the colors against themselves, so that your eye already is trained and knows, hey, I want something that's going to be a little bit more of a green blue. I don't want a purpley blue. Because when you pick out those little individual cards just by themselves with nothing else up against it to judge it against, your eye may get tricked into thinking that it is the perfect blue, and then you get it home and you put it on your wall and you're like, this is not what I thought it was going to be at all. Okay, so this is why it's so fantastic, especially as you start getting into these beige colors, right? You see all these like, oh, this looks like gray if it was on the card by itself, but now you get to see it's in the brown family. You move over here and then, oh, these are mustards and these are a little bit grayish. Now we're getting into more true grays. This is how you can figure out, I want a true gray. I don't want it to be brown. I don't want it to be blue. I just want it to be a true gray. Now, side note tip is that whenever you pick a gray, I highly recommend you go for the more brown-based gray, because it is less likely to change with the light throughout the day into different colors. It's going to stay more true to color. Okay, so that's going to be somewhere in this range of colors. This is where you're going to find a lot of my favorites, like fine grain and porous stone and crystal haze and muslin, and foggy day is one of my absolute go-tos for a lighter wall. See, and now all of a sudden here we're moving into greens. Now we're getting into gray greens, and see how now it moves into blues. Even though all these over here really look so gray, it's got a lot of blue in it. So now we're moving into over here where you can see the bottom color being a black, that this is probably one of the truest of the grays. This here, and this has silver spoon. It starts with cold morning, silver spoon. It's card 536, in case you're wondering and you want to go to Den Edwards and see what these are. But these are very pretty, but they also can potentially go blue when the sun is going down or coming up, you know, in the dusk or the early evening. So that is it. Another thing is most of these fan decks are going to have historical or classic colors, and they'll have a little collection here. This is called their classics, where they've got a lot of, you know, things, colors that you would maybe use for a vintage home or say, you know, historic home. This would be, if you want to stay true to its bones, then head straight here, and you can't go wrong with any of these colors here. Okay, those are the historical colors. And then in Den Edwards, they actually separate out their really bright saturated colors. And it's rare that I would recommend to use these, but if anybody follows me and knows me, you know, you may just have a color like this on your ceiling, just because that's how I roll. Where to find them? So now the big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's will give you one for free, which you kind of can't beat that. But I'm not as privy to their quality of their paint. Value's there. Quality, maybe. And the reason why I say that is because you are going to get more saturated, more high quality pigments in some of the other lines. They may cost more, but that's why. And what that means is you get to use less paint. So it all kind of works out to be a similar cost, although a lot of people will buy a can of Behr paint and put 2, sometimes even 1 coat on the wall, when in fact to really get the true color, you need 3 coats. Nobody wants to put 3 coats on. So with a company like Den Edwards or Sherwin-Williams or Benjamin Moore or some of the higher, you know, Pratt & Lambert, you only need 2 coats. Even if the Home Depot brand says it's a 1-coat paint, no, it's not. And even if you feel like you are getting enough coverage out of 1 coat, it's not going to go on evenly, and it tends to be very thick, very hard to work with, especially if you're using that paint on wood. On walls, rolling it on, you know, maybe. Okay. That's it. I hope that all makes sense. If you want a fan deck from Dunn Edwards or from Benjamin Moore, you may have to pay for it, but they're usually somewhere around $20. Just go into the store and ask them. Benjamin Moore has multiple fan decks. So that is something that they may or may not charge. Sometimes, most of the time, they'll just give it to me for free. But if they charge, I would say ask them for the most popular colors if they have more than one fan deck. All right, signing off. Have a great day. Bye. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like for me to consult with you on your project, just head to MarilynTaylor.com and click on Work With Me. I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.